Hi guys, this is Carrie with Glitzy Glam, and what I want to do right now is a project that I've been putting off for a little while. I'm not sure why, but this is part of my series that I'm doing this week to finish some projects that I bought. I bought the all the supplies for, and just kept putting off and putting off and putting off. This was prompted by at home with Cassie, and she wanted to do a collab to to finish using all the products that she had bought at Dollar Tree, and I decided to turn it around and use all the products that I have bought to do craft projects that I haven't yet just had the confidence to tackle. Right now, we're going to tackle the first one. I bought these mats, these kitchen sink mats that these mats right here, they go in the bottom of a kitchen sink so that if you drop something breakable in your sink, they won't break. And I'll be honest, I tried to use these in the bottom of my sink because I have sinks that are not, that if you drop something or even just bump it with glass, it's going to break. But this just did not work for me. I had to do too much to keep it clean, and my sink is smooth, so it's easier to clean, and this just, I don't know, I just couldn't keep it clean. But great use is I bought 6 of these to make a laundry folding mat, and that's what we're going to tackle right now is the laundry folding mat. And what I've done in the middle, I took 2 of these for the middle section because you're going to have 6, which means 3 sections using 6 of these mats. I folded it in the middle, and then I taped it, took it, and folded it the other way and taped it again to make a hinge. Now, I believe I got this idea from Do It on a Dime, but I think when she did the video, I don't think the mats were as soft as these are. So we're gonna make this work. But that is what you do in the middle section, and I'm gonna point this down. Now, I do have a checkerboard pattern, and these have checks, so hopefully you can see this. All right, you've got this one and this one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the middle, I have already taped it here. I've taped it here and here. Now this is clear, so I used clear tape so that it will fold and fold. Okay? And I used a really thick tape, so it's gonna last. Now, the other hinges I have to make with tape are here on this side and this side. So I'm matching this up. Matching it up so it's nice and even. Now this hinge here doesn't have to bend and be flexible, but I'm going to go ahead and tape it first. this doesn't have to be flexible, but we're going to turn it here and go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and now I do keep forgetting to keep this tape to where I can that's the thing about doing something on video, is when things don't work perfect. All right, we're going to take this tape and fix it up here. Now, I've got to keep my finger on it and get this. All right, so now we're going to tape this on this side just to keep it in place. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do this side. And like I said, these parts right here, they're not having to be hinges, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. I just want to get these together nice and even, which you don't really have to be as perfectionist as I'm being. I'm not sure why I'm being so perfectionist with this, but nevertheless, we're matching it up here, and I'm being super weird and perfectionist. And I'm sorry that it's not as easy to see with this tablecloth, since these are clear, but it's not rocket science, so you really aren't going to have a hard time as long as you can see that I taped them together. And now I'm just going to tape this side together. All right, so now I have 3 sections where I keep. All right, so I have 2 of them together here. I probably should have used different color tape just so you could see. And then the middle, I have a little space in between these 2 so that it has a hinge. I did not put space in this one between those 2, and I did not leave space between these 2 because I'm not planning on folding those, just the one in the middle. But here I'm going to leave it a space, and here I'm going to leave a space so that it hinges this way and this way. And the reason you will find out later. But the way I like to know exactly how much space is to go ahead and fold it already. And then I'm going to tape the whole thing, but I'm only going to tape on half of the tape so that I can fold it over. And I gotta be sure I remember to catch this tape so that it doesn't. Alright, so now I have it like this, and that is going to see the tape. If I bend it, you can see the tape. And then I'm gonna fold it over And now you can see that there is space between these to where this can work as a hinge. All right, so now I taped it on that side, and now I'm going to tape it again on this side just to make sure that it's nice. All right, and now I'm going to make it, that hinge, more durable by adding the tape again. And then so that this doesn't, I don't have trouble with that tape. All right, so now we have this, and it's hinged like this. But I just remembered this needs to be able to fold up, so I should not have hinged this right here at the bottom. So that is easy to fix. We're just gonna cut this apart. All right. Because this part is what needs to be hinged this way. So this and this one. Okay? And I'll show you why. All right, now we're just going to do the other side now. And since it's already taped and hinged, taped together, this time we'll do it correctly, and we're just going to hinge the top. I forgot and used too much. I didn't need the tape there. Okay, and so then we're gonna fold this over. Okay, and we're gonna fix that to where that was. All right, there we go. We have it hinged. Now I'm going to double tape this side. Okay, now we have all 6 sections all pinned together. We have a hinge at the top, a hinge at the top here, and then we have this hinge that moves up and down. Now I'm just going to take, all right. Now since I cut this, I'm just going to retape this. I'm just going to retape the bottom part just so that I feel secure that where I cut it, it's not going to keep cutting all the way, and that top part, that I cut is nice and secure again. And then I'm going to show you how this works. Now, each one of these mats would only cost $1. So for $6, I have a folding mat. And I have to give credit to Do It on a Dime. That's where I got this idea, and I wanted to try it out, and then I just never did get to it. All right, so I'm going to point this down again and show you how it works. Okay, now that I've got this whole mat in the frame, even though it's clear and you can barely see it, this is how it works. You put a t-shirt on, and I'm going very, very slow, but all you have to do, once you get the hang of this, it'll be really, really fast. You just fold this up, line it up with the bottom of that mat. You fold that in. You fold this in. If you want, you can straighten these out a little more. And then the middle. And look at this. Nice and neat t-shirt. Pick it up by the corners. And there you go. Although, I just realized, let's do this again. You put face down. Face down. And then in. And then you can straighten it in. Hopefully I'm not in your way. And there you go. And then you can just fold that in, turn it over, and there you go. Nice folded t-shirt. You can use this board on anything that you want to fold quickly. Alright, so that is the first project of my Dollar Tree project Use Up video.